Good evening all, and welcome to another video on All Hail the Ale. Tonight we are going for a double dry hopped IPA from Northern Monk. Which one is it? Is this one? It is Faith in Futures. And Faith in Futures is part of the Twist edition, which I guess is a twist on their regular pale ale, Faith. And it says on the side of the can, Faith in Futures, drink beer, give faith. Faith in Futures Foundation is set up to provide £5,000 grants to charity and community projects that are tackling injustice across our society by donating the same sum of money that we started out with 7 years ago. Each can of this beer sold includes a donation to Faith in Futures. By drinking this beer, you're playing a role in providing hope for those that need it most. So, there we go. It's a beer with a good cause behind it. It tells us on the side here as well that it contains Citra and El Dorado hops. And you've got the usual ingredients of water, malted barley, oats, wheat, hops and yeast. And I've got to call out the artwork on this can. It is fantastic. It's kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Iridescent, you know. Look at the colours. It's just like an iridescent rainbow of joy. Look at the hop there. Look, there it is. Look. Lovely. Anyway, I do love a good double dry hopped IPA. Arguably my favourite style of IPA. So let's get this one out into a glass and see what we think of it, shall we? So we're pouring into Northern Monk Schooner. It can't be anything else really. The pour is hopefully hazy. It's hazy. Looks good. Smells amazing from here. So that is our beer in a glass. It's hazy. Look at it. It's kind of light orange, a reasonable level of murk. You know, it's not complete chicken soup or anything like that. We've got a white sort of sponge-like head, and yeah, it's a good-looking beer. It looks like a double dry hopped IPA should, in my humble opinion. As I said, the aromas were huge coming off the pour. I was getting big mandarin. Let's see if I can get that now. Oh yeah, mandarin orange, lovely. There's so much going on there, and nearly poured it down my face. There's mandarin, there's apricot, there's obviously citrus. But that mandarin is huge. It's wonderful. Hoppy, green, fresh, tropical, juicy joy right here in this glass. So it looks good. It smells amazing. See what it tastes like, shall we? Cheers. Oh, that is absolutely lovely. The body is unctuous. It's medium heavy. The mouthfeel is soft. The carbonation is light. It is absolutely delicious. The mandarin on the nose is massive in the mouth. Citrus comes through like a sticky, kind of almost oily presence in the mouth, and yeah, that is lovely. Hoppy, balanced though. There is a nice malt behind it, and it's a sweet enough malt that it works well. Oh, that is joyous. As a kid, I used to love mandarin segments from a can with the juice and evaporated milk, and it's just bringing back those memories of the mandarin in there. It's sweet. There's no real bitterness to speak of. The only bitterness that is there kind of comes at the back end once all those hops have kind of mellowed out, and you're just left with that lovely dry finish that is hoppy. And like I say, the tiny bit of bitterness that is there is right there at the end. Lovely. Really, really lovely. No sign of the 6.5% ABV either. And for those who don't know, your landlord for this one is Tesco's. It's available there, about £3 a can, I think it is, something like that. Might be a bit less. And bargain if it is. Juicy, delicious, lovely, lovely beer. So, what does the world of Untapped think of Faith in Futures? Well, there are 6,609 check-ins with an average score of 3.9, which is pretty decent. Could be better. I have a sneaky feeling that my score is going to be somewhat higher than the 3.9 on my scoreboard of joy, which is currently blank apart from the name. So we're going to give it the 5 pillars of judgment, starting with the looks. It is a good-looking double dry hopped IPA. You know, the head hasn't hung around very long, but the beer itself looks lovely. The head is nice and white. You know, it's not particularly compact, but hey, it is what it is. It's not come out of a keg or a cask. And there's certainly no sparkler attached to this can, which would give it a lovely creamy head, but that's not the point of this beer. It looks murky. It fits the style perfectly. I cannot fault it, really, apart from the head. So I'm going to give it the 0.75 on the looks. The aroma, oh my days, you know, the aroma is huge. I love a strong aroma. I love it when you can get it as you're pouring it out the can. This one does all of that. It delivers that big mandarin, that little bit of sticky apricot, that zesty freshness from the Citra hop comes through as well. And the malts are there. They're just a little bit divine. I think I'm going to give it a 1. Don't you? Deserves it. The body also on this one is stunning. Perfect, in fact. Just the right amount of heaviness. The unctuous nature of that really heavy hop in the beer has added that material value to the beer, and it's just wonderful. Soft carbonation and mouthfeel add up to a full point. There we go. And the taste. I don't think I need to wax lyrical about the taste, but I'm going to tell you anyway. It's absolutely bloody lovely. If you've not tried it, you should. Big mandarin, citrus, sticky apricot, slight oiliness that's coming through from that very heavy hop. I like it a lot. It's sweet, it's balanced, it's hoppy as they come. It's going to get a full point. And the finish. Again, it's sweet. It's long. We're not talking extended edition of Lord of the Rings long. More theatrical version. But as with that, you still want to go back for more. So you go and watch the director's cut, and then you watch the extended edition. And hopefully one day they'll bring out one that just lasts 24 hours per film, but that's another story. I like it a lot. It works perfectly. It fits the beer lovely. I'm going to give it that, which gives me a total score of 4.75 out of 5. And the reason it's so high is because it's a bloody lovely beer and it's a bargain. Like I say, under £3 a can. I'm pretty sure when I picked it up it was £2.20 on the Tesco Club Card deal. And it's just beggars belief that a beer of this quality can be put out there for that little money. And still, they can put some money to charity off the back of it, which, let's be honest, is a great thing to do. So yeah, there we go. Faith in Futures, there's 2 reasons you need to try it. Number 1, the charity donations. Number 2, the beer is phenomenal. So there we go. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, down there are the buttons. You know what to do with them. I'm not even going to tell you for this one. I'm just going to say that's been the beer. I've been me. And I'll see you again soon for another one.